Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my July favorites with you guys. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on all things girly. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here with me today, and I appreciate you guys so much. So with that said, let's go ahead and let's get started with today's video. Alright guys, so it is the end of another month. I feel like these months go by way too fast, but I do have a few favorites. I do have a lot of fragrance favorites for the month. I have a very random favorite, and then I have some beauty and skincare favorites. Let's get right into today's video. Before I start off with my fragrances, I'm going to start off with a super random favorite, but I have to share with you guys because I'm obsessed. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but I like to switch up my laundry detergent, my softener, my little scent beads. I switch them up because it gets to the point where I don't really smell them anymore. And I love to smell my laundry, and I feel like it's very hard to get products that actually work to make your clothes smell really good. I feel like regular softener these days just doesn't really give your clothes like that nice clean feel or smell to them. And I found these recently and they have been working out so amazing for me. I think they have like 2 or 3 different scents, but these are the Downy Light in Wash Scent Booster, which is like the little beads that you can use for your clothing. And this one is in the scent Woodland Rain. So I did get the other one, which is like a blue one. I think it's like Ocean something. That one works for me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But this Woodland Rain, amazing. If you love like woody scents, a little sensual to me, very sexy woody type of fragrance, this is so good for your clothing. And when I take my clothes out of the dryer, they smell amazing, better than with any of the other beads. It's funny because it says no heavy perfumes, and it's supposed to be like light because it says Downy Light on it, but I feel like they smell more. If you're looking for really good little scent beads for your clothing, this one is amazing. So now that we got that out of the way, I also wanted to mention Liquid IV. I have talked about them. I'm not going to go on a super long rant about them, but if you're looking for something to hydrate you, hydration is so important. And I used to kind of like laugh at people when they used to tell me like, you need to drink water and you need to be hydrated. I didn't care. I was drinking Coke all day long. From the moment I woke up until dinner time, I loved Coke. And for like, I would say 3-4 years now, I am drinking water all day long. And I always have a cup of water with me, and I feel like it has helped me in so many things. It's helped me in my skin. It's helped me in bathroom. You know what I'm talking about, like going to the bathroom. It has just helped me feel really great. And when I don't drink water now, I literally feel like my lips shrivel up. I feel like I'm dehydrated and my body just needs that water. And Liquid IV is just extra hydration. So you add it to your water. It's little packs that come individually wrapped. You put it into your water, and they have so many different flavors. My favorite one is the Piña Colada one. I love it. I bought like 3 packs in my last order, and I filled like a cookie jar in my kitchen. I put them all in there. It looks really cute. And every time that I'm going to get myself a tumbler of water, I will put one in there like once daily. And I love it. And you get double the hydration. It's quicker. It has electrolytes, vitamins. So I'm going to be leaving the information in the description box, and I'm going to be putting a code on the screen, Amarilis Glam. And with that code, you're going to be receiving 25% off of your order. So now that I got that out of the way, let's go ahead and let's get started with the fragrances. So my first favorite fragrance of the month is going to be Clean Skin. Now, this is Clean Reserve Skin, pretty much like the other big bottle that I have. I'm not sure if this one was released first, if maybe this was like the first collection that they had. The bottles are a lot more simple, a lot more smaller and cute. I have a pretty big dent in this one. This fragrance right here is beautiful for every day, for bedtime, for when it's hot outside and you don't want a crazy scent. It's perfect for that. It's literally like a second skin. It's musky. It kind of reminds me of the other skin from Clean Reserve in the bigger bottle, but this one just has like a touch more like sweetness to it. It's sweet, it's musky, it's clean smelling. It is just perfect. Like if you're a person who's very picky with fragrances, or you have allergies, or you just don't want something too strong, you want something that you can pick up and wear every day, you can wear this for work. This one's beautiful. It's feminine, it's soft, it's pretty, but it's also like natural, and it just goes very, very well with your skin. It's a beautiful fragrance, very affordable. I picked this one up, I think, from Fragrance Net, so I am going to be leaving the links to all of the fragrances in the description box, and this one is just beautiful. I love it, and I've been picking it up a lot for this month. Next up is another very clean fragrance. I don't think that this fragrance is for everyone, because this is probably one of the cleanest. Actually, two of these fragrances are very clean and soapy like, which is not, I'm not really into the whole soap and squeaky clean type of fragrance, but sometimes I just want to smell clean. I don't want to smell sweet or floral or citrusy, and this one is perfect for that. I wear this one to go do groceries. I wear this one to run errands, to just day-to-day type of thing. And this is Ellis Brooklyn Myth. I think I have added this one to a favorites in the past, but that's how you know they're favorites. You know, I really, really like this one. The bottle is beautiful. I really love the bottle. And you know what's crazy about this fragrance is, when I first tested Myth, I felt like the price was too high because it was not lasting too long on me, or at least I thought that it didn't last long. And the last couple times that I wore this fragrance, I smelled it on my clothes all day long. From the moment that I put it on until I came home from doing everything that I had to do, I can still smell it around. So I don't know what it is, but the longevity has been way better lately. This smells like kind of like that gel Biolage or Biolage. I don't know which is the right way to say it. It reminds me of that gel. I used to use that gel before, and it also reminds me of like, I don't want to turn anyone off by saying this, but it kind of reminds me of Irish Spring, but a more feminine, not so harsh Irish Spring, because I know that Irish Spring could be like, whoa, that's like super masculine and super soapy, but it kind of has like a touch of that, but then it's not that. It's still very enjoyable. It still has like something to it that just makes it interesting, and I feel like it's the perfect clean girl type of fragrance. So that is Myth. Next up, kind of like in the same soapy category, I have been really enjoying Replica's Bubble Bath. And as you can see, this one also has a little bit of a dent going on. And this dent is from this month because I recently picked this bottle up. This one is just, I like to spray this one on myself. And then the other day I washed all of our sheets in my room, and I did give my sheets 1 or 2 sprays of this, and it just makes the room smell very relaxing and clean. There's lavender in here, there's coconut, there is, I believe there's a soap note in here as well, or like a soapy note, but it works. It's, the fragrance description says comforting clean accords, and that's exactly what this is, without it being too much, because you guys know that I do not enjoy very sharp, clean cotton laundry type scents. I do not like that, but I feel like this one has that vibe, but it has a little bit more to it. It's very relaxing to me. I don't necessarily think of a bubble bath when I wear this fragrance. I just think more of like, I just stepped out of the shower, you know, or I took a bath. Not with a bubble bath, like a girly bubble bath. It's more like a soapy bubble bath. I do get that soap accord in here a lot, but it is just really nice. I like it for bed. My husband liked it. He didn't know that it was a perfume. I was in bed one night, and it was not the night that I had washed the sheets. It was just before I washed the sheets. And I kind of moved the sheets, so I guess the scent kind of like the wind threw it over to him. And he's like, ooh, these sheets smell real good. And in my mind, I'm just like, it's not the sheets, it's your wife. But yeah, it's this. So this gives like that very clean. I just washed my laundry and I smell very clean and put together. But then those other notes in here, the lavender, the coconut, it just adds like a very interesting touch to it. It's a very, very unique fragrance. Not a safe blind buy at all. But if you can go to like a Sephora or somewhere where they have a tester out, it's a nice one if you do like that clean type of vibe. My next favorite is from Okcha. So recently Okcha reached out to me and they sent over 2 fragrances for me to review. And I ended up, actually they sent over 3 fragrances to review, but I have been using 2 out of the 3 so much. The other one I'm saving for fall and winter because it's definitely a heavier fragrance. But the one that I have been really loving is Gold Gem. I love these bottles. I think that they're so sleek and chic and just beautiful, and they're very unisex as well. So if a man wanted to use this, it would be perfectly fine as well. It is just so beautiful. And this fragrance right here, as you can see, I've been loving a lot of like soft skin, like second skin type of fragrances, nothing too crazy. This month has been a little bit more chill for me. It's so good. This one is like literally like a second skin. This fragrance is inspired by Byredo's Bar de Freak, and it's so good. So the notes for this fragrance, some of the notes in here are bergamot, lemon, neroli, African marigold, and buchu. Heart notes are violet, jasmine petals, and cyclamen, and the base notes are black amber, musk, vetiver, and Moroccan cedarwood. And what I get from this one, like a musky, woody type of scent. It's just so good. To me, it just smells like a very comforting, cozy, everyday fragrance where you don't smell like you're wearing perfume. You just smell good. You smell approachable. You smell clean, but not sharp. So good. This one's so good. And I feel like this one's unisex, even though it does have also like, it's still feminine, but I feel like a man can also pull it off. I love it. So good. Next up, we're getting more into like the fruity and beachy scents. So another favorite that I have been really enjoying is Toca Simone. So if you are looking for a fragrance that kind of reminds you of Dolce & Gabbana L'Imperatrice, they are not dupes, they're not the same, they're very different. But if you do like watermelon and you like those juicy, fruity type of fragrances like L'Imperatrice, I would definitely recommend you pick up Toca Simone. This fragrance has watermelon in it, but it has a touch more floral in there, like sparkling. And then I pick up that watermelon, which is a beautiful sweet watermelon, along with floral notes. And the floral notes are not sharp, they're not bothering me. It's a beautiful summer fragrance, but it's not overly fruity. It's perfect for those people who don't want a beachy fragrance. You're not into the whole beachy vibe. You don't want too much fruit. You still want to have like a feminine touch. You still want to smell girly, you still want to smell feminine, but you want to add a little bit of that fruit in there because it's summertime, it's hot, and we want something that's refreshing. This is gorgeous. I dropped my bottle, so my bottle is chipped. I'm so sad about that. I don't know if you can see it on screen, but these bottles are heavy. Like, you can hurt someone with this. They are just... I'm glad I didn't land on a toe or something because that would have been bad, but... This is a gorgeous fragrance. I love it. Now for my beachy girls, because I am a beachy girl. I love beachy scents. So I have 2 favorites this month that I have been using. The first one is my Replica Beach Walk. I have been loving this one as well. Beautiful fragrance. This to me is a beachy fragrance done right. You do get the beachy notes. You do get a tiny bit of that sunscreen type of vibe, but it's because there's just those florals that are in here are very sunscreeny, beachy type of florals. They give off like that vibe, but there's something in this fragrance that just, it's a little salty, and it works because usually salt fragrances do not work on me, but this is like salty, a little sexy to me, and then on top of that you have that beach vibe. So I feel like it's just beautiful. The fragrance description is sun-kissed salty skin. I feel like that's exactly what this gives. It's not super beachy or super sunscreeny. You're getting that in there, so you do have to be okay with that. But there's just more to the fragrance. It's beautiful, it's warm, it's salty. It's like a bronze goddess to me. I love this one so, so much. And then my last fragrance favorite is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun. So I put this one out in my tray for this month, and I used it once, and then I just wanted to keep using it because it's just so, so good. I have a little baby dent going on, but I know I'm going to use it up some more before this summer is over. Oh, Replica is like the more strong, beachy, sexy scent. This one is a little bit more watered down. It's a little bit lighter. I know that some people complain about the longevity, but honestly, in summertime, I am okay with fragrances that don't last 8, 9, 10 hours on me because it's summer, it's hot. I want to smell good, but if it goes away a little bit, I'm not really going to be mad at it. I'll reapply when I need to reapply. That's fine with me, but I feel like this is perfectly fine. I don't mind taking it with me and reapplying it because I just love. It's like lime and coconut summer vibes in here. This literally makes me think of the perfect tan, the beach, a pool, and just like the best summer memories. I love, 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 love Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun. So those were my fragrance favorites. Now I'm going to move on to skincare products and some beauty products. So the first thing I want to talk about is something that I have been really enjoying lately for summer, and you can find this in Sol de Janeiro's website. This is the Glow Motions Rio Sunset Glow Oil. This came out a couple years ago, maybe like 2-3 years ago, and I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I had it in my collection, but I just kind of had it sitting there, and I decided to pick this up the past 2-3 weeks to put it on my chest. I'm not gonna do it today because I'm literally like in sweats and a sweatshirt today. I'm like very casual. But apply it to your neck area, your chest area. I use like this type of brush to blend it out. Just a Real Techniques limited edition brush, but it's kind of like perfect for it. I just blend it all over and it gives the most beautiful glow ever. Actually, let's put a little bit just so that I can show you guys. So I'm gonna put it right there. Whoa, kind of made a mess there. You just kind of blend it in. It smells like the Boom Boom cream. So that right there just does it for me because I love that scent so much. But as you can see, it just makes you look moisturized, but it's not too oily. A lot of the times when I use products like this, my hair gets all stuck in it. It's too much oil going on. This one, it does feel oily, but I feel like it's pretty thin, and I feel like it settles into the skin nicely. I love it. They have different shades to choose from, and it is just beautiful for summertime. We're gonna talk about a face mask. We have the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Hyaluronic Clay Pore Tight Facial, and this is pore fining and exfoliating. So I have been using this mask, I think the past 2-3 weeks that I have been doing mask, I have been incorporating this mask in my routine, and this will shrink those pores. You can't literally change like the size of your pores, but you can help by clearing them out, getting them a little bit tighter and snatched. This mask does that. It tingles. You're only supposed to leave it on for like, I think it's 5 to 7 minutes. It's a quick mask, and I swear when you start wiping this off, you're going to see immediate results, because I hate masks where I do the mask and I feel like I don't see a difference. I know that some products need time to show results, but I love when a product gives me like that instant, like, whoa, like you look at yourself in the mirror and you see the difference in your skin. This one does that. I feel like it makes my face look new, brighter. It's more like smooth. The texture is better. My pores are tighter. And today I did my makeup and everything went on beautiful. I did this mask last night. So I definitely recommend that you look into this mask if you're looking for a new mask. All right, so another skincare product that I have been loving, loving, loving for makeup prep are these little pads from First Aid Beauty, and these are the facial radiance pads. So they come in this little packaging right here. You have little pads in there. I only use this when I'm going to do my makeup. I don't use them in the morning. I don't use them at night. It's not part of my skincare routine. But when I wake up in the morning, I have a specific skincare routine for the morning and I have a routine for nighttime. So every single day when I wake up, I do my morning skincare routine. I put serums, I put vitamin C, I put everything that I want to put on my skin. So let's say I do that around 7:30 in the morning, and then I'm going to film, so it's like 12 or 1 o'clock. Half of the day has already gone by, and I don't want those serums or anything on my skin to kind of change my makeup or disrupt the way that my makeup goes on. So I take one of these pads and I just wipe my face with it. It's kind of like if you're washing your face, but just with these little pads. They help to exfoliate, tone, and brighten. It leaves my skin perfect for whatever moisturizer I'm going to use that day and primer for my makeup. I don't have to go and wash my face to apply my makeup, because if I wash my face too much, I'm going to strip it. I have dry skin and it's going to get irritated. So these little pads have been a lifesaver for that. They work amazing for that, and it just helps my makeup apply way more smooth, flawless. Everything just kind of blends perfectly when I use these. So these are a must-have in my routine. And then I'm just gonna talk about 3 powders that I have been loving. So you guys know that I love makeup and beauty just as much as I love fragrance. It's like my passion. I love it. And I have just been experimenting with a lot of new releases. Every time I do my makeup, I use like different products to see what works, what doesn't work. And these 3 powders that I'm going to share with you guys, which they're all over YouTube, so I'm sure that a lot of you guys have heard about them. But if you care about my opinion, what I recommend, then these powders right here work amazing for me. So the first one that I'm going to start off with, I have been using way more powder recently. I noticed that I used to run away from powder thinking that it was gonna make me look even drier. So then sometimes I would not look smooth and flawless like other girls that I would see with their makeup, and they would look so beautiful and poreless. And I was like, why can't my makeup look like that? And it's because I was running away from using powders. Now I learned that you can put on all the powder you want as long as you put on a setting mist to kind of like melt it all into your skin. You're gonna be good to go. So I have been loving this LYS setting powder. This is the Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder. So here is how it looks, and here is the powder itself. And let me tell you guys, this powder right here, I started off today by setting my under eye with it. I use it all the time. I'm always rotating certain powders, but today I feel like using it again. But this time I set under the eyes, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna set my entire face with it, like a light set before I go in with baking or anything like that. It set my face so beautiful. I was able to keep like a skin-like finish, but it still gave me that poreless, beautiful, smooth effect to my skin. And I just love it. It plays well with other powders. I baked on top of this with loose powder, and it was amazing. I love it. Definitely recommend this powder. Another powder that I absolutely love. I mean, I love these 3, but this is another amazing powder for those of you who don't like the look of powder. You don't want to look cakey, but you want to set your makeup. Definitely check out the Dior Powder No Powder. I showed this in a haul a while back, and I have been using this powder. This powder is freaking amazing. You can keep on packing this powder and packing it on, and it's not going to look like you have powder on your skin. It just blends into your skin so beautiful. I applied some right there, and you can't even tell. Very thin, it's very soft. It almost has like a satin finish to it, but it's not going to add glitter or anything like that to your face. It looks gorgeous. So that is the Dior Powder No Powder. And then the third powder that I really love, so all of these 3 are beautiful. This is another amazing powder, and this is by Charlotte Tilbury. This is one that does get hyped up so much. And this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. Another beautiful powder. I absolutely love this powder. I have 2 shades of it, and this is another super soft powder. This one does have a little bit more of a powdery finish compared to the Dior one, but it will smooth over your face, and once you set it with a setting mist, it just melts into the skin. You cannot even tell that you have a powder on. So it just makes your skin look buttery smooth, soft, but not cakey and nasty. So if you're looking for some powders, those 3 options are so good. So that brings me to the end of this month's favorites. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below any products or fragrances that you have been just obsessing over in the month of July. I cannot wait to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.